Leo, are we good here? What's good, y'all? Leo, do you remember me? I'm your High Priest. My name's Armando. I hope that you are enjoying your new moon in Taurus. This is your horoscope for the new moon in Taurus. And this is also your reading for the new moon in Taurus. I will just remind you that horoscopes are based on your rising sign, so this may pertain to you more. The horoscope section may pertain to you more if you are a Leo rising or 12th house Leo, first house Leo, second house Leo type situation. Anyway, the reading is for all Leo placements. Take what resonates, leave the rest for the rest. I'm ever so grateful as always to connect and reconnect. I'm ever so grateful, as always, for our energetic exchange. I ask that our guides of the highest, most brilliant, divine white light guide us and protect us as I channel and interpret for your new moon horoscope and new moon reading. Leo, I think you guys have seen this shirt, but I have a lot of like liquid love. Y'all are like my siblings from a different planet. Y'all are my siblings from the dog star, right? And we all know how I love how the dogs could let them out, right? Okay, horoscope reading, Leo rising. Take what resonates, please. Thank you for being here. I honor you as always. Leave me a like, say hello, talk to me. But Scorpio reading was a little bit too much. I am very emotional. So even if you see me get emotional, understand that I'll be emotional regardless. Whether or not even if I was the most spiritually attuned or not, or like I just vibe with the emotions. Crying is like a transmutative process for me. Whatever. Judge me all you want, right? This moon falls in your 10th house, which is governed by Taurus. Go figure, right? Uranus is really pushing, has been pushing. You've felt this. This comes to a head. Not a halt. Maybe it has felt like a halt. You've learned a lot from someone or from your relationships, regardless of the type of relationship, regardless of the nature of the relationship. You've learned a lot. There maybe are particular relationships that are more masculine or more centered around like who you are as a person in the public, like your fame, and recognition. Some folks around you, maybe even the masculine folks around you, maybe a masculine force around you has asserted a lot of this for you. It's really amazing, and it's really going to like push you even further. Like you're going places with your spirit. Okay, where like not do that to you guys. I just dropped the phone. Okay. I have to like make sure I keep on track, right? Or I'll talk to you forever, which I tend to do that anyway. This will assert your level of confidence as a spiritual leader or as a spiritual person, regardless of your role at work. This is pushing you to feel that spirit does guide you at work, that you are guided by spirit, that you are spiritually guided at work. Okay. We want you to cool down in a way where it's like, bring this into the light. The more you expose this. So earlier I was like, I was reading in the store in town at my, it's not my shop, at my gem shop. It's not my shop. With my gals at the gem shop, at their gem shop. And what I'm trying to say is like, I was having a conversation with one of the newer folks that have been hired as a tarot reader. I was we were talking about like coming out of the spiritual closet, and like I want you, if you haven't already, to really commit to coming out of the spiritual closet or come out from hiding, any type of hiding. It is for your spirit. I'm not even alluding to like sexuality. I'm just alluding to like, this is a level of expression that will be, if you want me to say it's allowed, it's allowed. If you want me to assert that this is good, it's good. And more so, I want to assert that this is for your betterment as a leader to come out. And I know that not everyone should be like talking about spiritual topics. So I just mean like not at work unless you feel comfortable, but like more, it could be like even exposing yourself to more spiritual practices and just having a more defined spiritual practice. Like say you have a job where you don't feel that comfortable with bringing spiritual topics in, and you know, I'm not really, I don't like, who has time for anything but work? Like sometimes I'm like, are we here to work or like chit chat? Like, so like, yeah, I get it. Like, I'm not even trying to push for that. I'm just trying to push for like a level of commitment that is very consistent on a day-to-day basis, where even if you don't talk about these sorts of things at work, you are waking up in the morning and doing a little bit of like your mindfulness practices and then going to sleep, before going to sleep, before jumping into bed, like having that closing thank you to whoever you talk to, or thank you for this beautiful day. It's that sort of thing. Your level of worth could take a serious tone, meaning we want you to be healthy. Okay, you will feel way more valuable as you make more, as you affix and align with conditions that are favorable holistically, like your mind, body, and soul. So amp those practices up. We will inform you that you maybe want to say, you maybe want to tackle a lot of people who are assholes. That's funny. You may want to like tackle, you may feel like that. Don't do that. I think a lot of if you are experiencing that sort of thing, even at work or at home, it's like most of it is meant to allow you to see the spiritual, if you can find understanding in the, like you've gone through a spirituality, you've gone through a spiritual upheaval, like something in your mind like blew the lid, and even activations, even over like 2024 could have been your Kundalini activation or an experience like it, really like a Kundalini rising moment. And now you've learned how to like coal the fire, which is like remove impurities, continue to do that. But this is an aspect of Kundalini activation where it can become aggravating because there's no more pulling apart from impurities. These are just this is the next level, as in like you're well equipped to like take this on, where like the mirror reflects the worst aspects of your of the healing journey. And so it is deep and dark, but it's like, because you're going there, you're being taken to where you will address these deep dark undertones, and you are, and that's beautiful. And then that means don't tend to them in a way where it's like you fight with people, because it is meant to just show you, it's meant to just prove to you that you've gone really deep, and you are meant to like now keep moving through this. It's sort of like the moon card, and you're learning a lot about lunar forces, like how your mom kept you from this spirituality. I'm not saying your mom did that, but I'm just using that as an example, and it's a hardcore example. Like it's harsh to hear that. So it could be that. It could be like, don't allow anyone from your past to suppress that any longer. Okay, we are like committed to not, you don't have to cut someone like your mother out of your life, but it's like you have to really give them the blank, the Great Wall, the But like, that's really good that you're trying to stop me from doing what I want to, but like, I'm going to talk to my spiritual guides about what this means versus like, get out of my face, don't tell me what to, blah, blah, like that sort of thing. This is very spiritual in a way. Where are we at? Yeah, I'm going to take up a lot of your time, right? Let's leave it at that because you're coming into really grand relationships after that moment. You're realizing the level of like you've committed to a partnership, or you've committed to some partnerships that are like really masculine. Like even if you are quote unquote the masculine in a divine partnership, or even if you consider yourself, because Leo is like very supremely masculine, right? Like even if you assert that level of like confidence and masculinity in regardless of your gender, like that's being also mirrored to you. So that's where it can be fun. That's where you should have fun. Understand now that you're coming to a deeper level of understanding of spiritual contracts. And this is not meant to be mystical, although it is mystical, it's spiritual. It's meant to demystify how you will move ahead and how you will earn, how you will continue to earn, even though you may feel that you're losing or you're having to give up even jobs or relationships where you used to make money, where they were good for money, but your business is changing. Jupiter is going to really love this about you. So let's continue to do that. Okay, one oracle for the Leo. Now we get into your reading, and this is open to all. Not the horoscope wasn't. I know I'm a wild reader, and that's okay. Leo, you're here for it. I'm here for you. Do we dare? See, this is the gift, and that's what I was saying. Is like not everything is worthy of your time and attention, or is it? Also, you may just want to let it flow. It's like the wheel in the sky is turning, and you don't have to be the leader that takes the wheel. You can just be like, I'm off duty right now. Anyway, you have the scales, which is what Scorpio had, this is what Taurus had, and this is what is in the general collective vibration, but also I believe Sagittarius had this. And really what I told Sagittarius is like, stop giving in to the narcissistic stuff and the behaviors. And so you've kind of been enlightened too, that when it comes to blaming others, or this is not to say that some folks are not diagnosed with NPD, or that some folks are truly narcissistic in their behavioral traits, but this is more so the aspect of society that likes to blame everyone else when it takes two or more than two to tango. And you have to see the true reflection and within that there is the acknowledgement that, yeah, some folks do are diagnosed as true and narcissistic personality disorders, or that if that's not the case, which in a lot of the timing, the society likes to blame the other person. And again, you're being asked to look at where you gave in to the pressures of society, to the storylines of society, and where you yourself maybe need to check your mental vibration, your mental frequency, your mental voltage. Like, is it that you tire out and you say, fuck it, like you deal with it, I don't want to deal with it, it's that classic, like, I've been at work all day, what the hell have you been doing? Well, sometimes you gotta work all effing day, and that's just where you've been led to for a reason. Is there something else to take away other than like blaming everyone else for not doing? And again, Leo, this may not even be about you, this may be about them, but that should prove to you that you're giving into too much of others' time and you're allowing others to take up your time. Or is it that they've allowed you to take up a lot of their time and now you have to address that? There's been a lot of time and space allotted to you, and maybe that is also where God tricks you, like to say, hey, you weren't supposed to take up all that time, that or the space, or did you fill that space up with that because I wanted you to fill it up with this, that sort of thing. And it's never to blame you. It's always to be like, actually, God always has a different turnout for the most part, especially in our modern society. We all think that if we're good, or we're goody two shoes, or I apologize, or if we pray to this, or pray this way, or do that, or give money here, or like, because I've been so good, then I deserve the best life. And I'm not saying this is you. Maybe this is what you encounter, but that's also meant for you to understand that that is part of your lesson. Even if you are the most perfect Leo ever, which I don't put that beyond you. Like, yeah, maybe you are beautiful and perfect, and where in all that is your shadow. There's something to say, like there's something you need, a memory. There's a memory. Can we leave that one there? Because there are a lot of gifts coming to you. You've opened up the box. Maybe you have, again, been alluded to your divinity, and you're like, I didn't know I was this plugged in. I didn't know I had connections to the dog star. Like, right? We good. I love it. It's actually quiet. So like, I know I'm tired and hungry, and I'm like in the middle of eating. I put my burrito down to come talk to you guys. Oh yeah, what is this new moon illuminating, please? What's hidden that's being illuminated to the Leo department? I think you're giving up on something. It could be that you're turning away from certain lines of work, or a certain position, or that's been already done, cooked in the kitchen, and you're like, okay, yeah, you're like, what next? Did I make the right decision? It seems like you made the wrong decision, but let me tell you, you made the perfect decision for you, baby. All right. Okay. Yes, I know a lot. It was quick, it was fast. You made a quick decision, and you're wondering if that's truly the right way, the right choice that you made. Well, look, I know it may feel like you're left out, but you're leaving the spaces that aren't good for you. You're leaving, and we said the moon card is here. You're walking through spaces. It could feel like you have to leave yourself out because all of a sudden you know, or you recognize something. And you're like, man, I wish I didn't know that, because I wouldn't be dealing with this. I wouldn't be feeling left out. I wouldn't have to leave them out. Or maybe you're feeling like others. You have to leave others out because you're going through this moment of looking through the looking glass, right? And you're supposing like, wow, my point of focus was so like small that now that I see a wider perspective, like my peripheral is wider, and like I see more, and I see more darkness. And that's what I was saying earlier, is like, yeah, you might be seeing a lot of the darkness now, but you're being spiritually kind of saved and moved away from that, because I think that you will come to understand that you made the right decision to move away from a place that maybe it was feeling really good to be in, but that wasn't allowing you to go through this spiritual up-leveling, uprooting. And maybe you've already been through this, and you're like, how much more of this can I handle? You're almost there. Okay, I want to assert that the momentum will soon pick up through Gemini, and as Jupiter moves into Cancer this summer. Look, 5 of Pentacles, Mercury in Taurus. Perhaps when Mercury moves into Taurus, that's when things will start to pick up, and you'll start to feel less left out. But a lot of it too is about helping you to understand that level, or that way of thinking, isn't just You can't stay there with them forever. You can't do everything for them forever. You gotta allow them to also do something for themselves. Because look, you're being kept from the true love, or your love being exalted, your love going the next, like the love that you have now. Maybe you are in a great partnership or great partnerships, and like we want it to get even better. We want the commitment to get even stronger, more beautiful, more loving. But like something keeps you at bay, and it's like, no, keep going, keep doing it. You're going to do it. You're going to make it very soon. This summer, you're going to be like, holy, it all makes all this sense. I love it. Leo, it's okay. Even the dogs are tired today, right? Let me post some more. I want to know more of what's being illuminated, please. What is the new one in Taurus illuminating to the Leo department? Did I not tell you? Look, Five of Wands means you are being upgraded in your role. The role is love. The role is like, how deep is your love? It can go even deeper. Your love wants to be deeper. There's a deeper sense of love. Someone really fucking loves you, Leo. And yes, even though I was talking smack about your mama earlier, which I really wasn't, I'm just being funny, but like, you're doing the right thing by your mom, even though you may feel like you have to stand up to your mother, even though your mother may be questioning you right now. You're like, no, mom, my love for you runs deep, but my love for my spirit runs even deeper. And there's a lot of competition for your time, your attention. And we want to assert that your time, your attention should be placed on you, your spirit, your upgrade spiritually, and your upgrade with love at home with your partner, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your loving partnership, your loving partnerships, your husband, your wife, your partner, your like, we all want you to go with that, and that they truly do love you. And this isn't about codependency, but the level of interdependence that is between you both. It's like you are meant to like both supervise something. You're meant to both run this business, run the show together. There's something to say about that too, that your lover, your partner helps you to establish a new level of business. Even though you've maybe even gave up on a business, you come into this new line of business and it's going to take off. It's going to be like very fruitful, or you both are like coming to find out that this is how far you're going to take it, more than you ever thought. Because right now I could feel like the world is, you're having to leave a lot of the world out, but it is a spiritual exalted moment. 5-5, right? You do have two beautiful gates here. A wonderful gate where the love is just right through the gate. And there's also like money, because you do, oh yeah, here, that's what I was saying. Your partnership, your lover, whatever, however you perceive it, however you guys are aligned, it is meant for your business, your creative business, this creative approach. Or it's like you guys maybe even want to get ready for marriage, or you're getting ready for the next level is really taking off. So like maybe you never thought you were going to get married. Maybe you thought that this love was a gift, and now you're so tapped in that you're like, holy whoa, this love is a gift from God. It's like something you've been fighting for. It was always there, so there's no need to fight for it anymore. Look at you, Queen of Cups and King, or Queen of Cups and Queen of Pentacles. This is flowing, loving, flowing financial, flowing financially sound, financially stable, flowing, and then also loving, love flow, the love flows as well. Okay, so both faithful, fateful, both fun, flirty, and loving and financially sound. Need I say much more? I don't know. Let's see. Where are we at? There seems to be one last aspect to your journey this summer, or before we get to the summer, it seems like you have to climb one last hill, okay, one last summit to arrive at, okay, but you're almost there, you're almost right there. How can we assert the Leo department that they've made in their illumination, what they've been illuminated to, and the conditions and decisions that they're dealing with are rightful? How can we assert them? What is that line in the policy of truth? Never again this time. Something about that. We are recording on the Sun's Day during Saturn hour. Okay. We are about to leave the Saturn hour, thankfully. Rightfully right. Look, is there a level of paranoia, or are you paranoid that this isn't going to work? Yes, you have every right to. Yes, where we can assert you is to speak up where you need to build those boundaries, or there are certain instances where you don't need to speak up. That as long as you assert your boundaries. Remember in the horoscope when we were saying that not everyone needs your time, your attention. This is 9 of Wands, Saturn in, or Moon in Libra, Moon in Sagittarius, and then the Magician, okay, Gemini, like, because you have other things to worry about, you have other things to place your mind on. We don't really need to address moving through the dark. You are just continually moving through the dark, and you have enough strength. You are established strength-wise. There isn't enough. You know enough how to get through this. You know how to get through this. You will get through this. Magician, 9 of Wands, okay, Moon in Sagittarius. The journey becomes exalted. Can you feel excited about it, right? The end is near, okay? The end of this, the end of feeling down, the end of feeling paranoid, it's very near. Get ready to talk about it. Get ready to communicate differently, not so much in defense mode, right? Right now, your defense is not to give in. Look, I was going to say, whatever you moved away from, you made the right decision, although it may not feel that way, that this brand new start was worth it, is worth it, because you may feel like you had to leave a lot of people out, or you may be coming to the decision and finding out that you have to leave a lot of people out, but you have to do it for a reason, because a lot of them are maybe vibrationally, energetically holding you back, or you give in to them and what they want. It's even like things like your coworkers at work, like you guys have such a strong relationship that they are like very needy, and like there's no way you can say no, and you're like, how do I say no? Well, this is part of you saying no. When you like quit that job and you leave, that's almost like you saying no to everything that you've been through in that case, which I know it sounds so crazy and wild, but like the Moon in Taurus and the Moon are here when I split the deck. And that means that today, throughout this week, you will find that you are moving through a lot of that. You are moving away from a lot of that. You are not meant to stay there. There's a reason why you're not staying there, because that would have kept you at a low sensation of yourself. That's a low perception of yourself. Okay, look, I know it'll be quick, but you are experiencing this level of ego death that is like having to leave certain circles and spaces. And yes, it's okay to be upset about it or sad, but there's no way that you should stay there. Okay, I hope that I have asserted you enough so that this ego death is meaningful for you, in that as soon as you get over this big hump, this big hill, you are going to commit to the reception, the receiving. You're about to receive a lot more than you expected. Okay. Again, with 3 of Pentacles. So you may be winning. You may be winning more. You may be getting a payout or something like that. Where you were like, is it worth it? This is for your business. This is for your, it's even for your party, your growth, your marriage, or like you're building something, or you're buying a home, or you're like gonna buy a home, or the money's gonna go for not only for your business, but for you, or it's gonna make you feel satisfied with the type of business that you've gone into, or it's gonna help you and your partner with your independent and small business, or it's gonna be meaningful for your marriage and your celebration. It just propels you forward. It gets you out of this funk. Okay, you've been in this spiritual like WTF mode, and now here, bam, bam. Okay, you fought long and hard. We wanted you to be asserted in a new space, a new mind space, a new physical space, a new mental space. Holistically, you've been around the block, and now you ascend, you transcend, and it's beautiful, and we love to see it. And that's how God rewards. That's who God wants to reward. They want to reward you. God rewards you. I will be back. I hope that has helped you and asserted that even though this may be aggravating, you may feel very left out. You may feel like you're spending a lot of money right now, or you're leaving behind a lot of money, but don't worry. Jupiter is about to like commission you for doing this. Okay, thank you very much. Jupiter will patronize you for being a wonderful human being and doing what you need to do, and tell them the proper people to fuck the fuck off, right? Okay, on that note, we love you. We love to see it. We applaud you, Leo. Keep it very real. I'll be right back with you, baby. Ciao.